Hi guys, and welcome to round 2 for F1 2012 at the career mode. So as you can see, there was a slight chance of rain in the race, which is 100%, and it's an 85% chance of rain in qualifying. So I'm just quickly run through my setup. I just found this online, the sort of one that's all worked best for me. Tried out and tweaked it a little bit, so if it works for you, that's great. So yeah, you can see this is actually just halfway through my qualifying lap. I actually struggled because, as you can see, my fuel light is flashing, which is a little bit worrying. I'm actually on my last lap of fuel, and towards the end of the lap it actually starts tugging along. It's like because I'm actually running out of fuel, which is very frustrating. And obviously my tyres have gone off a little bit as well. I'm on obviously the option tyre, and this would have probably got me into probably 16th, 17th place, so in qualifying 2, which would have been great because that's what I'm really determined to get into. My actual time wasn't too bad. I actually quite like this track. But the last sector, the AI is so fast on legend mode, it's just unbelievably fast, and it's really hard to keep up. I think I was setting purple sectors in the first one and doing very well in the second, but the last one I was just getting absolutely slammed, which is very, very annoying at the time. So you can see my engine power just keeps going. I'm literally on a faster lap, and I still get a fastest lap doing this, so I would have been up a lot higher. So as you can see, we're all in inters here, ready for the race, the round 2 of Malaysia. I'm going to try and get as best start as possible, because we are struggling with a 17th grid start. Got Toro Rosso's beside us, Raikkonen in very far back, Prix just there as well, and we slam into the, just managed to find a space, and we clipped the car a little bit there. I'm not sure who it was. Lewis Hamilton second there, Massa in third, quite hard surprisingly, and Alonso in first. Everyone is crawling in this weather. The rain is chucking it down at the moment. I'm debating whether to go onto wet tyres, because the car feels like it's about to spin every second I decide to accelerate. So I'm being very, very cautious on this very first lap. As you can see, all the rain on my HUD, it's just everywhere, absolute chaos. Alonso right up my arse. He's desperate to get past me. Obviously I'm out of position here. I'm a lot slower than this. The AI is a lot faster and a lot more comfortable, which is a little bit worrying. So this second sector is troubles me a lot in the race. It does start to dry up towards the end, and then we go forward a little bit, just skip a bit of this lap, and I go wide and I lose first place to Alonso. Jesus, that was annoying. That was my first off on this race. I just kept going off and spinning. Lewis Hamilton trying to get past there. I'm not really sure how he'd get past there, but he almost hit me, so a bit clumsy there. As you see, I've got a small train already behind me. I'm struggling a lot here. I can barely get the car around the corner. Just so much water on the track. I'm really tempted to go in for the wet tyres. I put up to Rich Mix 3 so I can try and keep Hamilton behind, but he's too fast at the moment. The rain effects in this game are so awesome when you're behind the car. It looks really, really good. Now brake, very cautious, and I see everyone's starting to pit. I don't know what's happening here. I'm not sure whether to pit or not myself. Literally every car has decided to pit. I'm guessing for wet tyres. This is not good. This could be very risky, but I've decided to stay out on the track. I only saw it really, really late when I was going around the corner, and I just sort of carried on. I seem to stay on this track not too bad for this bit. This corner is so tricky in the wet. It's really, really just the car just wants to spin out constantly. If you decide to go on the curb in this game, even if it's dry, it's very, very temperamental. It can just spin you out, which is really, really annoying. So yeah, I'm trying to be really, really cautious here, and just trying to keep the car on track and keep it moving in the right direction. Alonso's already catching me up. I'm guessing he's on the white tyres here. So not the white tyres, the wet tyres, because he's a lot faster, and the rain is chucking itself doand as my phone goes off as I record. Fantastic. So yeah, we're trying to go around these corners. This particular corner caused me a lot of hassle. And it goes out again. Yep, I spin around. What a surprise. The car just wants to spin out. Even in dry, I was struggling to keep the car going straight around that corner, braking and steering at the same time. It was very, very difficult. I managed to still keep first position behind Alonso, but he's catched me up on fresher wet tyres. My target for this race is 16th, so not very, very high, but hopefully we can come above that. Knowing this race and the wet conditions, the lap's taking a very, very long time. I skipped forward a bit to lap 3 halfway through, and yeah, we've got Alonso just behind us, and yeah, we're struggling. And this bit, as I said before, is a big struggle, and I spin out again, and Alonso overtakes me just about, very cautiously, because I was spinning on the track. Getting a restriction warning overtaking because I span out on the actual track itself. And now we have Lewis Hamilton just behind us, who's obviously determined to get the second place. And I'm really, really struggling for pace here. I think I saw Alonso on the Inters, which make no sense at all as to why he would pit for Inters if he was already on Inters anyway. So that doesn't make any sense. I don't really understand what's going on. I put it to race mix 3 again. I'm trying to monitor the fuel as much as possible, but Hamilton just screams past me. He's obviously got a lot more speed. I managed to counter-attack it, just put it at the inside and just defend as best as possible. Vettel, who's behind, is posting very, very fast laps. I think my best was a 2-minute 3 at this stage, so I'm struggling. I think I went off every time at the start. Every lap something happened if I went off or whatever. So the tyres were starting to go a little bit yellow. And again, this corner causing me trouble, and I spin it again. And Kobayashi goes straight past. Hamilton's just behind, I think, in full position. It always hits me as I try and get back on the track. That was probably a little bit clumsy on my side, as he tries to take me on the inside, and I sort of move across a bit. Oops, oopsie doodles. Senna set in the fastest lap of 1:52. My fastest lap now is 1:59.5, so I'm starting to speed up a little bit, but I've still got Lewis Hamilton straight behind. And I spin it again on the same corner. These corners are not paying me any favours today. I lose a lot of positions. I'm now in 8th position, just behind Perez. And this race is not going as well as I hoped. Perhaps I should have pitted, I don't know. But every car is on Inters. I don't know if it was some sort of weird bug, or whether they're actually on the wet tyres. But I was struggling so badly, and I got my teammate just behind me now. I'm determined to keep this guy behind. So I've got to race it as carefully and as fast as possible, which is easy said than done. And I spin out on the same corner again. This race is not going well. At this point I was tempted to restart because I was like, I can't put this on YouTube because I cannot spin out this much. And it's just, but it's so difficult, this race. On these tyres and this rain, it's so tricky, and my tyres are wearing out. I haven't actually pitted yet. I'm still in the same Inters, so they're starting to wear out. Still got a good temp on them. Got Massa just behind in 11th position. I'm just holding on to 10th now on lap 8. They're still solidly green. I've still got a full curves bar. I'm keeping the curves for the straights just because I'm purely concentrating on trying to keep the car on track, and he just takes me. He's got so much speed, just takes me on the inside. Makes it -1 fuel at this moment in stage, so I decided to put it down to a standard to try and keep the fuel rate as best as possible. So yeah, Massa's still on the inside there, so I try to be careful and overtake him again, but he's still on the inside and just slams through. I'm not really sure why he did that. It's a bit aggressive. But as we keep going, I've got Kovalainen behind me. That just shows me how bad my race is going so far. I've got Kovalainen of the Caterham just behind. So yeah, I'm not setting up very fast times. I think my best is 1:54 now, which is not too bad. As you can see now, we skipped lap 12, and the sun is starting to shine. I'm still in the same tyre. I'm still in the same tyres, and I'm tempted to go for a pit here. But I decided to stay out because if I pitted, I'm not seeing anyone else pit at this stage. The sun is shining and the track is definitely drying, and my tyres are a very strong orange colour, which means basically the grip is going. So I managed to keep the car on track, but my pace is very, very slow. At this stage I've set a 1:53, which is a very, very slow lap still. I'm just going to use my curves, as I said, for the straights. So I've got Grosjean just behind us now in 12th place. At this stage I would have been happy with 11th place. As you see, there's still wet patches on the track, so I sort of decided just to ignore it and just try and go for it and just stay on these tyres, which is a sort of mistake, as you'll see a little bit later. It's definitely a very tricky race. So I'm going to skip a bit forward here, and I spin out on that same corner. Not that same corner. First time I spin on this corner, and purely orange tyres, and I lose now 14th position. Now I'm 15th. As Michael Schumacher streams past me in 14th position. See, this race was perhaps I should have dropped onto the dry tyres and taken a risk with that. And that could have paid off. I could have been a lot faster. So we're now 17th. This race is not going well, and I've just finished the race. Quite a disappointing race for myself, but I feel like I drove the best I could with the weather and the tyres. And I took a risk, and it didn't really pay off. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, leave a comment below, and come back soon for the next round.